Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome and please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell below. Very excited doing another local beer today, and this is the second one I've done from this brewery. Artisanal is the name of the brewery, and it is their TangerLime. It's a tangerine and lime sour ale. If I remember correctly, they have like different themed cans, like for like their designs, and when it has this, like kind of artwork on it. These are their sour ales. There might be other styles they throw into that, but I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly that they always do their sour ales with this kind. And it's not exactly like this green and red, but it's like this style of art. It might have different colors and it's different patterns. But anyway, I did have this at the brewery. So quick recap: I had really liked the beer I had. Sent them a message. They're like, hey, yeah, if you come to the brewery, let us know, show you around. So did that, went there, great guys, hung out with Kurt, who's one of the owners and head brewer with some of the other brewers there too. And I got talking about how I really only like sours if they have fruit in them typically. They're like, well, we have one that we're pretty proud of up in the tasting room. Give it a try. So, once I got done like looking at the brewery and hang out with those guys for a while, I went up and grabbed one. And lucky enough to get a 4-pack, so which I think is saying something. It's 4% ABV, which I love, and there's no canning date, but can't be over a month at this point. So yeah, I had it there, and then I've had maybe 2 of the cans I bought so far. Decided I probably should review it before I end up drinking them all. So yeah, but I love that ABV. I mean, 4%, that's not bad. And I'm thinking, I guess I can say I'm thinking these fruited sour ales that have a lower ABV. Because of, okay, I'll put it this way. Not to throw shade at Dogfish Head, but like they did that slightly mighty, and to me, like it doesn't have the flavor. Like, yeah, it's lower alcohol, that's cool. Lower calories, that's cool. It's great. Trying to lose some weight, I appreciate that, but doesn't have the flavor. But these sours, like just sour inherently, is such a or can be such a bold, impactful thing on your palate. And then when you have some, delightful fruit notes, kind of more my speed. So I'm thinking anyway. I'm also the kind of person, like, instead of having like 4 sessionable ales, I'd rather have just like one, full strength beer. My tap water strikes again. Somewhat dirty glassware. The head was a little bit bigger when I first poured it, but it's like a slightly off white. It went down quickly. Very yellow. Actually looks like very like a lemony kind of a soda drink or something. But yeah, looks good. Sorry about the dirty glass. Let's get into the aroma. So you definitely get sour, shocker, like a generic. Yep, this smells like a sour drink. Then you definitely get this lemony lime citric acid. Not surprising either. Then there is a little bit of a doughy, bready thing that I typically like in sours. And that lemon lime thing, I'm gonna say it's like equal parts the juice and some zest, and I shouldn't say zest, some zest and zest. Like it is like equal parts those two things. So it's not just like you juice those things, but it's also like you then throw in some zest. And going along with that doughy, yeah, it's a little cracker, like white cracker saltine. It's as advertised. And again, I'm not a huge sour guy. I'm sure someone who drinks more of these could pull out more notes. But for me, it's like, yeah, this is as advertised. It's a sour. Now, actually, I guess I should bring it up now. I was going to wait till it tastes because I know it's coming. Notice I didn't say tangerine. At no point did I think tangerine or navel oranges or grapefruit. Like, I never went that way. It was always, for me, lemon and lime. And it does not have, it's lime, so it doesn't have lemons in it. Kind of, I think, give a little spoiler what I'm going to say about the taste, but cheers. Okay, good. So it's been about a week since I had one. It's drinking the same as I remember. Sorry, just got a shower. Apparently, I'm still sweaty from doing yard work. Um, it's so interesting. And again, as someone who doesn't drink a lot of sour ale, so maybe this is like really obvious to say. For me, it's almost the same amount of thirst quenching and thirst inducing. Like, so as I was talking, it had been a little while since I had anything to drink. So I'm like, man, I really want to drink something. I drink this and I'm like, ah, yes, so refreshing on my palate. It's thirst quenching. But then that sourness of it is like, okay, I want to drink some more now. And again, at 4%, awesome. Like that's a great place to be. I've also really liked in like a Goza the salty quality. This one, I'm fine with that. It's not salty, but like I was saying, the aroma, I get lemon and lime, and it's definitely both of those things. I don't know if I'm just not picking up this tangerine thing, but at no point do I get an orangey sense. The lime for sure comes through. Like for me, I definitely know, yep, there's lime in here. I think because of that citrus note, the sourness is then what's telling like my brain, oh yeah, that's also got to be lemon in there. And I'm also thinking that because of the sourness, I don't associate things like tangerines with sour. So maybe it's like kind of putting a blocker on like, yeah, you're tasting the tangerine. You really are. I'm not. I forget what beer it was. I did it, I don't know, probably a month and a half ago at this point. It was a sour beer, and then like after the initial sour and all those flavors, it got super doughy, which some people had commented to me that they don't like. I thought it was great, but teach their own, obviously. Unlike the aroma, I don't really get any of that in the well, at least not that amount in that in the finish. Like I was saying, I mean, I was outside moving, I don't know how many pound, 30, 40-pound bags of mulch. Jumped in the shower, had this beer. The reason I bring that up, this is the perfect beer right now. Like this is like if you're going to pick a beer for a time, I wanted to be drinking some water, before I did that because I knew I was going to be sweating, as I still am. But in terms of like a beer to have when you're outside doing labor like that, or just enjoying the outside, it's like I said, so refreshing. But then you want to drink more, as I keep doing. I think it's just a fantastic beer, and it's definitely kind of proving my hypothesis that if a sour beer has fruit in it and it's well made, I'm actually going to like it, which was not always my thought about sour beers, fruit or no fruit, but it's really starting to become obvious to me that, yeah, as long as there's fruit in it, I'm going to like it, or, well, better chance I'm going to like it. Loving it, 2 for 2 in terms of the Artisanal Brew Works beer reviews. And again, I had this one at the tap room, so I knew I liked it enough to buy it, so no shocker there that I enjoy it on camera. But yeah, and I'm definitely going to keep doing the kind of beers I've been doing, but I want to throw in more local beers and more non-hyped beers. And yeah, I think this was a great beer to continue that local beer streak. So thank you guys for brewing it, and thanks for inviting me. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate that. Have you had this beer before? Are you a local person who's had this beer? What are your thoughts on sour beers with or without fruit? Do you think fruit's a cop-out and you can't brew a good enough sour without fruit? I don't know. You tell me, you educate me. This is not a style I'm super familiar with, or yeah, I guess I'll call it a style, sours. I know there's subgenres of that. Not to geek out about it, but we can geek out in the comments. Check me out on Instagram on Untappd. No hype beer reviews at both those places. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.